Okay, so now we're just going to do a little bit of text manipulation and kind of look at the way our text appears in our document. So I've just added in a little sentence, a couple of sentences here to for us to work with. For those of you who are trying to improve your typing, this is a great little sentence because it has every letter of the alphabet in it. So it's a good one to get used to where your keys are. So I suppose everything that we're going to use in this little section is going to come from this section here of the home toolbar. So I have text in there, and you see my flashing cursor. I can move it depending on what I want to do. So if I move it to here, I can add in text in there. If I move it here, I can add in text there. So wherever your flashing cursor is, that is where text is going to appear. Okay. So if I want to change the color of this text, I can highlight it all to do it. So in order for whatever change I make to take effect on existing text, I need to tell the computer this is the text I want to work on. So to do that, I need to select it. So if I want to select just this first sentence here, I place my flashing cursor at the start of the text, hold down the left side of my keyboard and drag across. Okay, and you see that it has highlighted the text. Now be very careful when you're highlighting the text that you're not moving the text. So you may see a dashed line. So see there, I'm getting a little dash underneath my mouse. So I'll make that a little bit bigger and see if that makes it any easier. So see, see the little dashed line underneath my white cursor. And what happens there is that it's actually moving text rather than selecting it. So if you start to select text and you let go and try and do it again, it won't take all of the text. So I just want to take that first sentence and I'm going to change the color of it. I'm going to change the size. I'm going to change the font type. So at the moment you see that it's a text font type called Aptos body. Okay. So if I don't like that, I can change it here to any of these options. So I'm going to go with ink free. I think it looks nice. Okay. So to do that, I just highlight it and left click. And now you see the text type has changed to ink free. At the moment it's size 11, so I might decide that I want it to really stand out. So I can make it bigger, I can make it smaller, I can make it just a little bit bigger if I want. So I'm just to make it obvious, I'll change it to size 18. So you see that I selected the text at the start and I've done all of these actions with the text as it's selected. I might decide to make it bold, I might decide to make it italic, I might decide to make it underlined, I might change the font color. So let's go with something obvious that it's different. So that's just shown me the size of, I've changed the text. Now use some of these features sparingly. Like that looks ridiculous and you wouldn't do it and have the text appear like that. So don't go mad. Just because you can do it doesn't mean that you should do it. At the moment you see that the text is left aligned. That means that it's aligned with the left margin. We have different options. So that's aligned left. We can center it. So you see it centers the text. We can right align it, which means that it'll align with the right tab, or we can justify. So if any of you read books, you'll know justify basically means that the words are stretched out a little bit so that it aligns kind of neatly with the left and the right margin. So you don't have you've consistent endings on this side here, that everything is neatly, that you're not getting kind of the words like we see when we left align it. See the way that it's a little bit in and out. So with justify, it just aligns it, stretches it out and aligns it neatly. You can choose to increase the font or decrease the font. You can choose to, this is very handy if you are like me and sometimes get into a flow of typing and forget to turn off your cap locks or turn on your cap locks. So you can choose to capitalize each word so you don't have to retype it all. You can choose to make it all uppercase. You can choose to have it all lowercase. You can choose to have it sentence case, which is that the first letter of the sentence will get capitalized. Or you can choose to go a little bit mad and let it decide to randomly increase and decrease letters. So we'll just go with sentence case because it's a little bit easier to look at if it decides that it wants to do it. Okay. We can choose to apply a highlight. So if I wanted the lazy dog here to be highlighted, I can choose to highlight it in the same way as you do with a marker or a highlighter. Um, so you know that it stands out. You can apply a shadow to certain words. To be honest, you won't use that too often. Um, the main ones that you're going to use are the font type, the size, the color, and then the various alignment options. Okay.